like, I can't.
Oh my god.
Are you drunk already?
No. Where did it happen? I hope you guys. It's not even plugged in, Tiffany.
Oh. How did that happen? Fuck. Cheers.
Cheers. Hello, lovely people. Oh, we don't have a name. We don't have a name.
We ain't got no name.
Yeah.
But I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Loren.
And we're best friends. We live in New York City, Queens.
2019.
Okay, 2019 is coming. And, you know, we've always been told that we should work on something. So we're trying new shit, people. Okay?
And shit we're not going to do anymore.
Facts. Okay, which brings us to this video. We're going to be sharing some of our top things that we are going to lead in 2018, okay? Things we ain't going to do no more, no matter what, okay? No excuses. It's done. It's canceled. Shall we delve into this?
Let's go. It's in no particular order.
No particular order. So if any of this resonates with you, feel free to be inspired and add and tell us in the comments some of the things that you want to add to your list, okay?
As well. Thanks.
Definitely share. Number 1, participating in one-way friendships. So, you know, I'm gonna speak for me because I don't know what she's willing to say, but you know, I've been in situations where I feel like I'm friends with people and I'm very generous with my time, with my energy, with my listening ear, with my money, and I feel like I'm not getting that back. So I feel like, you know, a lot of those times we can get stuck because, you know, no one's keeping tabs on who's doing the spending, who's doing the listening. So this shit kind of sneaks up on you where, you know, you've gone out 20 times to dinner and you're always paying a little more, you're paying the whole thing, or you're treating them and you never get treated back.
Yeah. Another thing is not just financial. It's when you need the person too.
Right.
Because a lot of times you're always there for that person. They crying, they going through something. Their man done did this, their female done did this. Whatever the case may be, you are there, okay? You are the getaway driver. You are the stakeout partner. You are all that for this person. But when you're going through something, that person is nowhere to be found to do, or they're late. They just don't show up.
Right.
So.
Or they hit you with I was asleep. Sorry. The next day after your crisis done passed.
Exactly.
You know who these people are. If this resonates with you at all, there's someone on your mind that's like, oh, I know who I'm thinking of, who does that to me, who you're always paying for. You know, when there's a crisis, you pull up, and then when there's a crisis on your end, you're by yourself. You know who it is. Cut them off, okay? You're dragging them along, okay? And it's not working. Cut them off.
It's no longer a friendship.
And you can even do it. You know, for me, I choose not to have that closure conversation because all it's going to be is a blame game, and I made the whole thing up. And yes, they did pay, and yes, they did pull up, and yes, they did, and I made it. I'm not willing to do that. So I think that's a personal choice of whether, and it's individual. You have 3 friends like that, you might approach cutting each one off differently. You know, this one I'm gonna have a talk with and say like, God bless you, go on your way. This one I'm not even gonna dignify with a response.
And this title of friendships or friend, and it really hasn't been that way for a long time, but because you just feel invested and tied into that friendship or that relationship, you continuously, like she said, pull that person along, and then it's time to just.
Me is a big one because you want to get back what you give out. You deserve it. I deserve it. Okay?
I deserve.
No one-way friendships.
Second one. Thank you, Siri. Next one.
Why is she so rude though? If you say so.
Like, let's go. All right. So the next one is procrastinating on goals. So I can see for myself personally that I do that quite often. I have a set of things that I know I want to do, I want to accomplish, but then I end up taking a nap and it just don't work out for the rest of the year.
Bitch, what?
That I'm going to stop, okay? I'm telling myself now I'm going to stop. This was one of them. We're starting this YouTube channel. We said that we were going to do this a long time, and finally we're here. So that's one thing off the list for going into the new year is stop procrastinating on goals. Set what you want to do. Even do it little by little. I'm going to tell myself that too. To do it little by little, one step at a time. Baby steps.
I find that what works for me when it comes to like making a goal is making a plan. Like she said, little by little. I have planners. I live by them. I write down random stuff in my planners, like clean up room Tuesday. Like I just write everything down. And I feel like that helps hold myself accountable because I don't stick to my planner sometimes. And when I look back and I see all the things I couldn't check off, like I beat myself up over that. Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for?
Start shit.
Consistency. There it is.
Exactly. That
you do
too.
it. You keep going. You know, we have the blessing of social media and the internet where we can put ourselves on in a lot of different ways, and it'll cost you $1. Stop talking so much about it and start doing it. Don't talk about it, be about it, like they say. I hate to call it a resolution. Like I know that this time of year, everybody starts like, oh, this is the one thing I'm going to do. Just like, you know, it's 12 months to a year. Talk about losing weight, which is something that I've struggled with, where it's like, you know, you start, I started 3 years ago and it took me like one grape at a time, one gym session at a time, one broccoli stalk at a time to lose like 30 pounds over a few years. So, you know, whatever it is, you just got to get started. And
so our third one is flaking on plans. Okay,
I'll be doing that.
Just say no.
I'll be doing that.
No, son.
Just tell your girls. Just say no. Like, no more asking who gonna be there. Who else is? What else we? You know.
I'll be doing that.
What time y'all about to leave?
Oh, that's
all right. Wait.
I'm a flaking ass bitch.
Who's
gonna be there?
Right. Let's stop doing that. If you don't want to go, they lay out the plans for you. Hey, we're gonna go so and so. Just say, you know what? No, I don't think that's gonna be. Mm-hmm. So we can't keep saying that we don't have a babysitter because we do. I'm just not in the mood. Then, like, come on, just relax. Some type of way. I'd rather just you know, be okay with just saying no.
And you weren't catching it.
What if they planned a cake?
That has actually happened where we should have been there.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Sorry for 2019.
What was that Ruben Stutter song? Baby, I'm sorry for 2004. 2019.
I don't know that one.
Yes, you do. Ruben Stutter.
Did
Sorry,
he sing it on
this is
the show?
my sorry for. It was his first single after winning 2004. And I ain't gonna mess up no more.
We do not own the rights to this music.
Oh,
sorry.
Entertaining, reappearing, disappearing acts. Is we cool or is we ain't? Yeah. I need to know.
Exactly.
If we are cool and, you know, I haven't heard from you in 6 months, sometimes it be like that. Mm-hmm. But don't, you know, just pop back up and think that we are where we were 6 months ago. Things have changed. I might, you know, be in a different place, whatever. Warm back up to me. You ghosted.
Exactly.
And when you come back, you need to acknowledge that you ghosted and say, I know, give me an excuse. You had to wash your cat for 6 months. I need something to hold on to understand that you at least value me enough to explain. I don't know you anymore. Where have you been?
Yeah, and don't text that, hey, or, you know, oh, you forgot about me. Like, state your name. Who are you? Because 9 times out of 10, if I haven't heard from you in a minute and we weren't like cool for years, I don't have your name attached to a number.
No.
So save me the trouble of having to scroll back or try to look up or ask her, hey, do you remember a number? Just save me the time. Just say your name, or from now on, I'm just gonna be like, who are you? Ain't no more trying to find out who you are.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
You put it.
Right.
Okay.
If you're wondering, we forgot to put mics on, so now we're back.
You stupid.
They're not.
Oh my.
Next topic.
Living beyond your means. Shopping is like, you know, retail therapy, that whole thing. And sometimes you know that your bank account is struggling, or that you have some goal in mind, you know.
Or even if you just had that bill to pay and you know you had that money specifically for that bill.
And you went into Marshall's window shopping and you bought some things.
Exactly.
Or, you know, with all these Instagram boutiques, the teas just showed up on your feed.
And you got a coupon.
Ooh, the coupon. They be getting you on the coupon. Free shipping.
Yeah.
But you already... Okay? And you already know that you're not supposed to be shopping, but you do it anyway. Stop that shit.
Yeah.
There'll be other sales. There'll be other cute jackets.
It's always a sale.
Other shoes. Okay. There'll be other purses. It's always going to be there. Shopping is... if you're like me, you're always acquiring shit. Okay? You're always acquiring stuff. And, you know, it's really not working towards your goal. There's been a lot of times I've, you know, seen something I love, and I really have a passion for clothes. So when you leave it, it's like you left a little orphan baby on the shelf.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Yeah, it stays on your mind.
It does. You go back to work and you're like, man, that jacket really loved me.
Bitch, what?
That's why they do it, because they know that's going to happen. And you're going to come back with your bill money.
Me and that jacket had something special going on. And now it's over.
You're going to get that 1-800 call all week.
Tiffany? You're like, yeah, what's up?
Exactly.
This call maybe monitor. That's going to be you.
Exactly.
Okay, random Caucasians calling you pretending they the homie. Okay?
Pretty much.
You're still not going to get this money, though, so I don't know why you pretend.
Exactly.
But Marshalls did it. That's the point. TJ Maxx, you did it.
Yep. And then
Okay,
it ends
Fashion
up where
Nova.
the bill collectors are the only people calling you.
It's a sad world. Sick, sad world. You don't want that life.
Exactly. So stop buying everything and stop going on Instagram fronting with that bag that you bought something from the one store 2 years ago, but you saved the bag and now you still flossing on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Some of y'all
throw that
returned
bag
that
away.
shit too. You bought it, you returned it.
Exactly.
Well,
throw
I guess
the bag
financially,
away.
that's a sound decision. But just in terms of being
Just
a
so that
whack
you can
ass
have
bitch,
the bag.
you're whack. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Throw that shopping bag in the garbage.
Can't fool nobody.
Exactly. Next one. Protecting irrelevant male feelings. I guess I can go for male or females, but since we're females, we're going to talk about males. Protecting their feelings. Oftentimes, we tend to put what we feel to the side so that we don't, in our minds, hurt them. When really, they don't give a damn. They don't give one damn about how you're feeling, how they're making you feel, what the things that they're doing, how it's hurting you. They don't care. And if they did care, they would stop it. Don't believe that hype of, I'm trying, I don't know how to do this.
Oh my God.
Don't believe that.
Flashback.
Because there are so many times where there's things that we don't know, but we know how we want to be treated. And that's how you're supposed to treat somebody. So don't let no man or anyone tell you that they're trying or that they don't know or whatever the case may be, because it's bullshit and it's G. And they're just trying to string you along even further. So stop protecting their feelings and putting yours to the side, and you sitting there hurt while they're going about their business with the next one and the next one and the next one, and then coming back to you to be their rock when they're down. Stop doing it.
I feel like we get a special training in how to pick up this bad habit as little girls growing up in New York, because all day we're constantly coddling men so that they don't give us negative attention. You know, hey, yo, you light skins, you know, green hair, whatever. Oh, yeah, stretch, whatever. And you have to be like, well, thank you.
Exactly.
Oh, you beautiful, ma. Oh, thank you. Because if you don't, then you get the, well, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Forget
then
you.
They want to talk to you crazy.
Exactly. So we get that training as little girls to kind of be like, okay, well, I have to be nice.
Right, to be
nice. If he tells me I'm beautiful, I must say thank you and smile enough and you know, make, you know, not bruise that male ego.
And it's not saying there's nothing wrong with a compliment. A compliment is always appreciated. No. Making you feel pretty is always appreciated. Men just have this feeling like they just have the right to do what they please. Right. And if you don't entertain it or you don't respond the way they want you to, they then have the right to disrespect you as well.
Right. It's about the guys who are like, can I walk with you? And you don't feel like being bothered.
Right.
But you can't say, no, you may not. I'm doing me right now without getting this backlash. So exactly. I think, you know, eventually you grow up, you get DMs from people you don't want to talk to, and you feel like you have to laugh out loud, throw them a little heart.
Right.
I'm not doing it anymore. You're talking to me, I'm uninterested, and I don't have to entertain you. And you know, you guys are big boys. You can take it, right? If you ask me if you can walk with me, I'm going to say no thanks. Okay?
Right.
And that's putting it really nice. And if you can't take it like that, well, then I guess we'll see what happens. And I'm definitely not going to smile and kissy face random guys who I have no interest in, and I feel like I have to baby when I'm not interested. Let's talk about the guys who are actually, you know, you're interested in them, they're playing around, you know, they're making excuses, they're giving you feelings that they don't even really have. They're saying, well, you know, I just need time. They're playing with you, okay? And you're sitting there like, well, let me give him some time because, you know, I think he's trying. He's not trying because life is very simple.
He's not, because he's trying with you. He's trying with
He is
5 other people that he states is, oh, they don't mean nothing.
right.
You know, you're the one that, you know, means something. When really, if that was true, they would make that a point
Right.
to
It's
make
never
sure that you know.
It's
Right.
never. When a
It's
man
not.
wants you, he will use his last dollar and his last breath to get to you, to hang with you, to make you feel
to
supported.
let you know that he is there for you and he wants you there in his future.
Right.
If
So
they
you
make
don't- you don't have to play.
excuses,
You don't
exactly.
have to play. You don't have to play it. You can say, I don't accept this. So what do we do now? Okay, well, you're not meeting my terms. Then, you know, on to the next.
Right.
So-
At some point, you have to put yourself in, you know, the driver's seat.
Right.
You can't always allow the other person or the man to be the driver all the time, especially if he's not driving you in the right damn direction.
And this
Which
takes some
they
practice.
don't.
This goes out to my 20-somethings.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna learn. Okay,
Exactly.
the 20s are rough. Okay, and there's probably some 20-somethings out there that are out there entertaining. You know, you have to learn that you have the right. And I hope that I can, you know, skip ahead for you a little bit. You have the right to opt out of anything that isn't working for you, especially in
Exactly.
dating. And a lot of the shit that we went through in childhood, I feel like comes out in our 20s, and we don't really understand what's happening. So if you're dating someone, you're dealing with someone, you're friends with someone, whatever the case, and you feel like you're being left out, left behind, not supported, then you have every right to seek out other avenues where you can be yourself, okay?
Right. You have the right to live your life. Like, you don't have to live it for another person. If that person chooses to come along and, you know, guys are evenly, you know, in that same direction, then fine. But if you're going in one direction and you find yourself pulling that person in that direction, just leave it alone.
Right. You can do it. Just walk away. It's really
Yeah.
that simple. And what you're going to realize is as you get older, you're going to look back on situations that you may be in now and realize how simple it all was. Like, I
Right.
could have just walked away from that. Why didn't I do that?
Exactly.
Do it today. Do it for 2019, okay? Because it's not, you're going to regret it.
Protect your own feelings.
Exactly.
Because the other person is not going to protect it.
Right. And they're not going to get it. They're not going to.
They're never going to get it.
No matter how much of yourself you sacrifice, they're never
Exactly.
going to say, oh my God, you so.
How much of yourself you sacrifice, you give, they won't
Right.
get it.
They're always going to have an excuse. Well, you missed the spot. So
Exactly.
stop entertaining these male feelings. Your feelings are paramount. So if they're not protecting and serving you, then you know where you stand in their life. And a lot of times you put up with that, and then they'll move on to the next girl that
Exactly.
they actually respect.
Keyword, move on.
Okay.
They will move on while you
And
sit
you'll be
there
like,
hurt.
well, you know, you got a ring. How come I didn't? Because you didn't demand the ring. And that's what it comes down to. You have to make boundaries for yourself.
And even if you are demanding it and he's still not participating, that's telling you right there.
Right. I don't know why I feel like a lot of women too, like, we're much less patient with our friends than we are men. Like, we coddle these baby men.
Yeah.
And then our friend do a little, oh, I don't talk to her no more.
Right.
She's trying me.
It's true.
But your baby daddy, your ex, your husband, whatever,
Yeah.
is not doing the right thing. But your friend, you're very cutthroat with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to maybe try to reverse that for a little bit and see
Right.
if that works better for you. Because when, you know, men may come and go, you know, I'm not saying that all men are bad. And, you know, we all hope to find a soulmate and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, your friendships are the ones that really sustain you a lot of times.
Right.
So,
And they will go through with you through all of those
right.
relationships,
If you have a good friend.
situationships.
If you have a good friend.
Right. A good friend.
Right.
All those situations that you go through, you'll have that rock there, which is
Exactly.
every person needs. So don't say that you don't have female friends. That's why you don't hang out with females.
I hate girls who say that. How
Yeah.
are you a girl
Exactly.
saying I don't hang out
Every
with girls. I
female
don't trust
needs,
them.
even if it's just one, you need a good female friend in your life,
Right.
in your corner. That is something that is, in my opinion, necessary because they get it.
Right.
And you need somebody to vent to when you can't vent to the person who ain't paying attention to your feelings.
And if you think that these men are not just as messy, if not worse than we are, you're lying to yourself.
Look on Instagram.
They gossip. They do all that. You're crying on his shoulder to the girls who, I don't fuck with females, right? But your male friends are telling your business to their girlfriend, to their friends. Oh yeah, she told me this because she used to mess with. Yeah, they're talking about you too. Okay, they should probably do it in a more strategic way than what you think women do. Okay, and it probably doesn't get back to you because they're speaking amongst themselves, and men tend to like not bring it back to us.
Right.
But they're talking about your business too.
Exactly.
They're throwing you under the bus too, sweetie. Okay, so stop saying that you don't trust women because you are a woman.
Exactly.
So if you're trustworthy, then there's at least one other female on this planet
that's
that
the
is
key
just
thing.
like
Are you the one that's trustworthy? Because if you over here
Okay.
not trusting other females because females are this, this, and this, are you
I'm
the
looking at
one
you crazy.
that's the issue?
I'm looking
exactly.
at you crazy. So, you know, be honest with yourself, boo. You don't like women, you don't like yourself because
There
you're a
we
woman.
go.
Makes hanging out with that friend who can never pay for shit. What number are we on?
I don't know. But we all got that friend who every time you go out, they always is searching. They can't find a wallet.
Oh my God.
They ain't got it. That card don't go through. They knew that card ain't have nothing
They knew.
on it before they left that house.
They ordered 3 drinks. Well,
Three
what's really
drinks,
good?
an appetizer, a dessert, a meal, and a good meal too, like a steak or some seafood, some surf and turf. It's always that friend that knows that they did not have that little money on their card, and they still came out because they knew that you would be the one to have them. And there's always that person. They will go out of state with you, and not have any money to get their asses
my
back
God.
home.
That
Stop that. You should not be leaving. Why would you leave the state and not have any money? Don't do that. Stop doing that. Just because you have a friend who might have it, don't do that. That's not right.
So, you know, I feel like when you're younger, you know, and you're 19, 21, 22, 17, all those ages, you're kind of used to being broke, and sometimes you have a little come up. Maybe your parents gave you money, and this person's parents didn't give them money, but you still want to chill, you want to rock with the person, so you cover them. But as you grow up, you know, you want your friends to grow with you and to be able to be on your level. And you're popping bottles, okay? You're popping bottles and they just can't. That is frustrating, okay? You need to get with friends that are on your level or aspiring to be something, you know, like it's just very frustrating when you are not equally yoked with your friends.
Yeah.
Or
And
some
that's
people
not
have
even-
the money and they
right.
just don't want to spend it.
Exactly. It's not. I mean, it may be convenient because maybe your real friend is busy and that's the only person available, but that's not a real friendship.
We're going over our list of things that we are leaving in 2018, okay? So there's certain things that we all have habits that we want to get better.
2019.
We want to grow. We want to, you know, get bigger and better. And this is just a list of bad habits. So it might come across a little negative, but we're taking out the laundry, okay?
Yeah.
So, you know, this is about removing bad habits.
And we
getting
may say
on
this
positive
every
ways.
year, people. I know people always have these lists every year.
Right.
But make this your year. I'm trying to make it my year. Make it your year as well.
Right. What number was that?
7? 8?
Let's go through it again. Oh, good. Number 3, I'm nice now. Getting sloppy drunk. That means not holding your liquor well. To elaborate, I am not against being drunk, being a few sips over
Yes.
nice. I'm nice right now. Okay, congratulations to
Yes.
me. Okay. But I can't. We're talking about when you're getting to the point, and I've been there in college, you know, you're so drunk that someone has to carry you from point A to point B. You are sick. People are concerned, okay?
Yeah.
You should have learned by the age of, I'm going to say 26, what your body can handle and what it can't handle. Mm-hmm. If you're younger than that, if you're 19, 20, start to pay attention to your body, okay? If you had 2 shots of Patron, you know, kind of feel it out. See,
if
how
you're
does it make
in the
me
bathroom
feel?
and you're the person getting taken care of by the stranger who's just tipsy,
We are always those girls.
yeah.
We're going to hold your hair back.
I'm going to hold your hair back.
But we're going to judge you, girl.
I'm
Why were you that drunk? And where were your friends? Why are you alone in the bathroom?
But I'm going to take care of you in that bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah. To an extent. Okay. So
I'll
that
hold your
really
hair back.
sideways.
That's it. I'll hold your hair back.
Bill Cosby shit. I'm going to take care of you in the bathroom.
Like Players Club.
Oh my God. we ain't trying to do all of that.
I will hold your hair if you get sick.
We're gonna
in the
make
bathroom.
sure your face doesn't go in the toilet.
Yes.
That's all we got for you. Because bitch, why did you come out
Right.
and drink so much that
In your
you
nice
were
outfit.
naked and afraid in the bathroom?
And your friends are nowhere to be found.
Where are
that
your
lets
friends?
you know those are not your friends, okay? Leave them in 2018.
They
those
need to
are
stay there.
They're not your friends.
Okay, because
they're
your face
not.
is going in the toilet. And Loren and Tiffany, who don't even know you, had to hold you down. We had to put your titty back in your dress.
Right.
We had to
fix
stop
your
you.
wig. We had to get you together.
Okay. You were fucked up in the game. You didn't realize it the next morning, but we helped you, and you need to cut it out. You need to figure out.
It should never get to that point.
It should never get to that point. Now, I'm not saying that, a little stumble on the walk is,
right.
You get nice.
You stumble, you giggle, you get a little loud.
You do.
That's fine. But you should not be falling on the street. You should not, your body part should not be falling out of your clothes. That shouldn't. You should not be forgetting what the hell happened to you the next day.
If you can't remember what you do when
that's
you're
a
drunk,
problem. That you need to stop.
That's dangerous. You need to
that's
cut it
very
out.
dangerous. You should never forget.
I never understood that. I remember everything. I might wake up and go, "Oh my God, I said that," but I know I said it.
You remember what you said.
You can never tell me anything that I said or did that I did not say or do because I'm going to remember it.
That should never happen to you. And if, as women, you got to protect yourself, especially in this day and age. It's getting crazy out here, so you got to protect yourself.
It is.
Even if you ain't got no friends to do it for you.
You don't hang out with those. If you're in the bathroom by yourself, if you're in a corner by yourself, you can't find your friends in a party.
Yeah.
Those are not your friends.
You should always have eyes on your friends.
It's girl code.
Even if they go to the bathroom, you should be texting them at least maybe 5 minutes.
You know who you're messing with.
Exactly.
Too. So we see a new face. That's weird. We need to know what's going on. Who is this?
And if you see your friend getting a little bit too extra with somebody in the corner that they should not be, you need to pull that friend to the side and let them know. Yes.
Ew.
Pull your friend to the side. Just let them know that their tipsy eyes are not working right now.
Their goggles.
They're off.
Facts.
They're
I think that's it.
That's it.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
I'm tipsy at this point. It was fun. Let us know what you're leaving in 2018. Inspire me. Inspire us. We want to know.
Yeah.
We want to get better. We want to grow. So I would love to hear from you. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Till me teeth like puss and sneaky like rat, I mean, one them broke me foot, I mean, one them broke me foot, I mean, done.